they get this man advantage, they give too much respect, and then Lev is able to exploit it there.
No break in the trend. Just what the doctor ordered.
A little change in the approach from Lev as well. They're faking this B pressure, but they're grouped towards A. They want to contact in here. But Team Heretics, they're not advancing.
Yeah, Minibu and Wu waiting. And there's been aggression here, so they should be heads up to it. They should be aware.
Still.
They still have to deal with it, and it seems Tex was none the wiser. Wu can now evacuate as well. Again, early man advantage. How many times are Heretics going to get this?
Last time Heretics had that early man advantage, they backed all the way off here. They're trying to stay in maze. They don't want to back off all the way. They want to keep some pressure up. Rians pops that drain, gets this info. And this is valuable information. Pulls Benji and Minibu back over towards A. 4 players to defend.
Yeah, but again, we saw them stick the landing in the last one. Leviathan closing that gap. King giving them masses of safety, but Wu still wanting a little more. Looking above the wall, and he finds a player, and the follow-up for Rians. Heretics finding the perfect balance. Aggression, discipline, back and forth, and Leviathan struggling to match this step by step.
I have the spike.
And Lev,
30 seconds left.
All these rounds are developing so slowly, and they're getting picked off. Some of these players, last round it was through the smoke at middle. Here it's at lower A after they try to fake their B. A different approach every round from Lev, but right now Team Heretics is almost perfectly reading them, staying a step ahead. Calm, trying to save here. Not much else he can do, not when his teammates go down in that fashion. Team Heretics is going to pick up another round, and when I look at the first 3 maps, when talking eye test, this should be in Heretics' wheelhouse to close it out.
Very much so.
Having said that, we did say that about Sentinels yesterday, and you see how that turned out.
Yeah. But I feel at this point, all the teams we have here in these later parts of the tournament, even if you go back to yesterday as well, everyone can turn up. It feels like it doesn't even matter the veto at times. Obviously, there are strengths, but everyone here's capability is so sky high. Now, we're hitting round 9, and we do have that timeout. You theory crafted that you're seeing frustration. I mean, not great deals of it, and obviously the tempo of this game has been very hard to pin down, it feels like, for Lev. It's a timeout called. But how do you get a grip on this? Because, again, we've had the early aggression from Heretics. They've been often going for that. Both sides, we've been seeing it work well. But then also they know exactly when to fall back, play patient, play passive, and make Leviathan take that space. So how do you deal with this?
One of the things that you have to look for is that on Lev, they only have that Sova as an initiator. So to actually find out where Team Heretics is playing, you have to face check them. You have to show your body, take that duel. So what they have, though, that they can rely on is that double controller. To use the cascades, use the walls, to be able to deny info and create more pressure. What we haven't seen is how Tex is dealing with the turret and the alarm bot from Benji. If you create a little bit of pressure through middle by maybe mullying the boiler turret or peeking it and destroying it, then it causes Team Heretics to complicate things. But also, you can definitely take control of the map with just a dart and just a cascade and save your drone. We've seen a couple times now, though, that someone from Lev has died early through spam, through smoke, or through aggression in a high-low setup, and we're not getting any value from anything going on right now. But what Lev is good at is inserting Aspas on A, moving together somewhere else, and then letting the round develop, seeing if Aspas can take any duels. I mean, he's rated as the best duelist in the world. You give him the duels, you set him up on A like they're doing right here, they move somewhere else, leave him alone to take a timing if he wants it, put pressure somewhere else, take out that turret, take out that alarm bot, pressure Boo back, cause a rotation, and then go for it. Still a minute 20 left, and it looks like Aspas actually doesn't want to stay inserted here. It's going to be King instead. He's had value before, he snuck into A, for example on pistol round. Here come 4 towards B, and Boo.
Oh, this is so dangerous.
This is so dangerous.
So much on his plate. That's 4 players here. He's going to get contact and fall away. Tried to make a little bit of a stand, but he doesn't outstay his welcome, and it's the right choice. Leviathan taking all that B space. First time they haven't lost a player early. Ult comes in, quick rotations coming in. They were rewarded last time when they were...
Okay.
What a shot from Aspas. Mechanically, still one to always be feared. But Boo from the backlines. Did Aspas see the player? He absolutely did. But he's got one left, one right, one above. Boo going to take away Texas. Benji finding Aspas. And again, Heretics holding the line. But look at King.
Pistol round all over again.
Rinse, step, repeat. Do they expect it now? Do they read it now? The silence once again deafening, ringing in their ears. But King gets active. Oh! Boo with another big shot. He is the backbone right now. So much faith in that man. Leaving just Mazzino. Oh, there is nothing to be done here, Josh.
10 seconds left.
Just a save again. And after that first shot, Aspas got from top yellow and Rien snapping over there towards Snowman. You'd think Lev finally finding a rhythm back in. Nope, shutdown instantly responded to.
The lurks aren't working.
They're not. The thing is, they're setting up these lurks, but when they're going towards these other positions, they're fully committing and
too much
losing too many bodies. If you just want to force that reaction, show your bodies. Once you've shown enough people there, or if you tap the spike if you haven't shown enough bodies there, that's going to force that rotation. Now you just fall back. But right now, they're trying to push Snowman with that Viper lurk through A. They're trying to do this late round connection, but they can't even secure the map.
I've got to say, what we're seeing here from Heretics is very, very beautiful Valorant. It's a perfectly balanced affair here. And it's putting Leviathan through their paces on a map that I'd say is probably one of their stronger points too. Love watching Leviathan here. They don't get clean victories. We've heard that from the desk, a lot of OTs, but still, a very strong map. Lockdown.
Team Heretics knew about this. They had Sova Gecko in position to deal with this lockdown. Harbor Wall's already up.
So locked in, reading everything, still struggling to break through towards the site. Leviathan making it up towards Maze. You're looking at the crossfire. Root on one side, Rien's on the other. One up towards the belt. The swing from Rienzi gets cleared. That's better. Mazino going to find the first. Untraded either. Now Benji gets involved though. Chaos on the site. They know there's two on the site from the Dizzy. Tex goes well. Oh, with back-to-back impact, but still, Lev this time have the player advantage. But they don't know about Miniboo. A hit and run. He's out of there. And down to a 2v2. A quick upgrade for Com. Can they find stability? Will they be outdone by the lurk itself? Look at Boo's positioning. But already Lev, they feel something's wrong. They can feel it in the air. There's something happening they don't like. They don't have that full picture on A. But being proactive may not get them where they want. It's Miniboo on the angle. He's going to hear these steps. He's ready. He's waiting. And he's doing absolute wonders for Heretics.
That is so good from Team Heretics there. So often, Boo will rotate so late from that B site, afraid of a lurker, and wait until it's a full commit. This time he goes for the flank, but because Lev hasn't planted, they haven't fallen back into Boo yet. Miniboo knows, okay, they're pushing through, they're looking for me. He holds that position. Beautiful work, but again, another great convergence here on Maze, getting back into that top site, that nest area. Team Heretics is fighting so well together here. And usually we look at them for retakes. Here, they're fighting together, 4 people on the site to defend it.
They have the perfect balance, and it's terrifying to witness. And you can see the Lev are struggling to find a solution. They haven't found that one cure to their ills. Maybe trying to deal with some of that utility now. Maybe starting to explore middle a little bit. Apply pressure. Don't allow Heretics to have these secure rotations. And look at the reclear from Heretics.
Yep. This is what Lev needed to do. They broke that turret. This is the first time, we're at round 11, that they're actually dealing with this utility. Look at how Team Heretics has to move. Boo is alone at B. That alarm bot is the only thing spotting for his middle. Benji's spotting for that tube walk-in. And Boo has to give up all of B site here. King, Tex, walking up. They're going to take this contact. They're going to force a reaction. But instead, Lev, they're actually called back. They know that they have this site, but they don't have the lockdown this round to work with. They had it before. Team Heretics, what is this read? Look, they're already rotating. They're going to beat Lev here.
What are their tells? What have they got going on? They've got such a good read. Boo now absolutely knows it. Looking to invest the ult.
Here's a molly to stop the plant as well.
You can see if that comes in. Aspas trying to hunt him down, though. He's looking for that opportunity already. Going to have the ult coming in. Miniboo's fallen. King holding the line. Mosh on top, but it's going to be awkward from CT. It's King, desperate to do damage, but Heretics trading back. It's still a 3v3. Boo's ult in play. Rien still has his, and Benji is let loose, closing the gap. There's the ult from Rienz.
No.
Does connect. He's found him. He's taken away Aspas. He's clearing. He's setting up Benji, who's so reserved, so on point. But Com needs to clutch it, but he can't even see the spike. How much can he do? A tap's drawn his attention. He has to keep spamming. He can't escape. Boom brings him to his knees. And Heretics playing the perfect half here.
You have to keep in mind, Lev won pistol. They won that round 2. They converted the bonus. They were 3-0 up. It's 7-4 in favor of Team Heretics. They've been almost flawless in the last 8 rounds. Unstoppable. Their reads have been perfect. Their rotations have been timed perfectly. And when I looked at this map, I'm thinking win conditions for Lev the lurks, the flanks, breaking that util, being a thorn in the side of Team Heretics. I see that on the bonus, that early flank on A, the split, perfect. Where has that been since?
Been missing. MIA. Operator out for Riens. They're going in. Hello. Go on, Aspas, have a round. Give us something. Keep them in their place. Right now, Woot shows no respect. Doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on aggression, and Miniboo almost rewarded. This man looks feral the way he's trying to just chomp away at them over towards A. But it's only him now. Big advantage for Lev, excluding the HP on Aspas. They have everything they would need. But Miniboo is unrelenting. He wants back in. Got faith in Benji towards B. He's got Boo over here as well.
A little bit of info for Miniboo. Maybe pauses him for just a brief moment here. Lev waiting for that slip up from Team Heretics. Team Heretics, 3 versus 5, maybe looking to equalize it, going for an aggressive peek. Lev can punish that, clean up the round safe. But right now, the full regroup, and Benji, he's got the alarm about to cover his left. All he has to do is look right.
His timing was just... Okay, no, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. And a couple of knives come whizzing past, but it's Com to find him. Now, we look at Boo, we look at Miniboo on the way, but they're far. This is the first time Leviathan have, it feels like, found that pattern, that, I guess, the tempo to play this right, and they have a free plant.
And a Viper's Pit to secure if they need it. Com, also Hunter's Fury. This is going to be difficult for Team Heretics to break through. That one-way orb to help get out, but Mazzino, bottom of the site here. And the flank.
That's gonna be two. Hold on. It's down to a 2v2. Aspas was already so low. The spam's so close.
No way.
Another body dropped. They're cutting down everyone in their way. But can King clutch this up? Boo commanding him to turn around to pay him attention. But King waits with patience. Head held high. He's gonna hear this. King now just has to play it to the clock, and he does. King keeping Leviathan within touching distance.
That round, that half, everything here has been teams reading each other. Lev, not the start they wanted, but still in touching distance.
Once it got to those dangerous rounds, the real thick of it, it was a Heretics game, but Leviathan showing tenacity and giving us a close affair at 7-5. Don't go away from this.
Trade in any phone in any condition guaranteed and get $800 off the new Galaxy Z Fold 6. Only on Verizon.
A 7-5 half in, and scoreline-wise, it feels like a close affair, but let's discuss what that really means, Josh. How these rounds went down. Said it perfectly, of course. Leviathan started very well. They got the pistol, they did what they needed early doors. However, beyond that, you got to look at King for finding them impact. He got them, I'd say, 2 rounds in this one, easily, if not more. But beyond that, it was a whitewash for Heretics.
When I see that game plan coming in for Lev to pick up those first few rounds, I think, okay, going to the second half, we're going to see something very similar. But what ended up happening in that first half after those first three rounds was Team Heretics getting in the faces of Lev and stopping anything from developing. So here, is Lev going to be able to get away with their game plan again? Already very aggressive contact play.
Taste of their own medicine perhaps here. Heretics are going to have a horrible surprise. They've heard the jump spot, but look who's waiting. Boo, they're aware. And now they're very aware, and it's an effective trade for Heretics. Boo, breaking the backs of Leviathan with 2 quick kills, giving them the man advantage. Tex and Com have to respect this. You can't stick around. Com trying to make a quick escape here. And they've noted the follow-up player. They know where both of them
Tex
are.
is like, they know it's both here.
Tex now. Oh, they run him like an absolute bug. Heretics starting with a bang in the second half.
That wasn't a book, that was a pamphlet. And right there, Team Heretics picking up that pistol round in that second half. Lev, they thought they had the read going in there for that aggressive push through lower A, but Team Heretics ready and waiting there. Maybe a little bit of a weapon switch at that moment, but the way that Miniboo was jump spotting from Bell to see if anyone was holding that deep line. No one was there, no one was pushed up on that higher angle. So it's either full passive on A or this aggression's coming in. Team Heretics ready and punished it.
This is a terrifying start for Leviathan, considering they struggled into the gun rounds. You were hoping that they'd at least pick up the pistol to be able to close gap, but now, yeah, they're on the receiving end. You can see Miniboo, once again, ferocious in approach, but he's going to be quelled here for now. Doesn't want to overextend, or give too much away. They can show patience here. You're looking at, on the other side, Tex has the Sheriff, the Xeno as well, and Aspas, so there's always a little bit of danger, but a stack.
Stack is at the wrong site. And Team Heretics is going to probably walk into a B site. They're popping the drones, and as we see them play on every map, basically, they like to group in these 4 or 5 man plays. If there is one lurking around, they're just holding that space and going for a really late lurk. But to the detriment of Team Heretics, sometimes they play rounds too slow. In a situation like this, when you're going against that eco, you want to make sure that you don't go into a stack, you don't get surprised. But not having options to fall back if you need it is something that has been a struggle for them. But in a 5 versus 5 post plant against Sheriffs on 3, Classics on 2, this should be an easy cleanup for Team Heretics. Now it's just all about prioritizing who gets the ultimate orbs. Is it Rienz? Is it Woot? They're the closest right now. Miniboo.
I mean, he's a hungry boy. You can see it every time there's an opportunity. He's giving it a crack. Doesn't want to get traded too far away. They're just going to fall off towards the backside of yellow. Leviathan testing the waters, but so far it's Boo to find Mazzino. Again, Leviathan probably opting now to go down to the spike at this point. And Heretics going to back away. Really, the only one they didn't want to lose out on would have been the likes of Woot, Boo, potentially. Maybe Miniboo, keep that SMG in hand. That would be nice. Still very usable on the Neon. But Leviathan having to go through the paces here. They are watching this game slowly be taken away from them.
When we look at the context of things, best of 5,
yep.
Lower finals, you go home if you can't collect these. A lot of teams will use that first map as a warm-up map, kind of feel out the temperature of the room, understand how you're feeling, is everyone on point. So if this was Lev thinking that they were going to take that first map, and this is the way it's going, maybe they should have thought going a different map, perhaps the side of Lotus, for example, instead of Icebox, the way that Team Heretics was looking yesterday. Because if Lev cannot convert this, again, I look at that Sunset map 2, that Abyss map 3. Those are Team Heretics' best maps. They start 1-0 up here. Lev, big trouble for them.
Yeah, the red flags are starting to wave, but this is the
scanning ahead.
Big moment, though. Do we actually get a game here? Leviathan do need to convert this, otherwise it feels like it's so likely to work out for Heretics. But again, you've got quite a few rifles here. Boo's got one, Benji the other, Bulldog with Woot. Oh!
Good start.
Big impact there. Taking away Rienz is huge.
And for as many high-impact, high-energy moments this game has had, there's also been all these pauses. Oh, that's 2 players spotted on this drone. Right now, Team Heretics, they're down a man. 4 versus 5. They've been spotted 2 other players towards B. Right now, they have the option to either continue going B, where they've been spotted, or they go back to A. Right now, Lev, though, they want to re-clear middle. Make sure there's no lurk. Make sure that that rotation between A and B, they can catch someone on that rotation, but they just missed the timing.
This timing could be outrageous. He's seen to Boo's done a good deal of damage towards Mazino as well. And while this happens, they press the issue towards A, speeding things up. Aspas waiting patiently. Could be death from above, but he decides to back away, play it patient. Tex shows none of that patience, none of that respect. He goes in head first, finds himself to a swing from Mazino. Doesn't look good by the time. We're looking like this one is going to peter out here. This was the bonus for Heretics. And a big moment for Leviathan to try and stick, really, some sort of resistance starting. There we go, Leviathan 4 alive, and very well handled in the end.
A bonus for Team Heretics, not converted, looking at the end of the round there to deal as much damage as they could to Lev's economy just to set up those next rounds here. Playing that long game. But again, so many pauses in the round. It's like there's so much tension in the air you can feel in these moments. 30 seconds go by, 40 seconds go by, and barely any progress in the round.
And he smiles.
It's like there's these big, high-impact moments, and then people are suddenly get scared, nervous.
Yeah, the gravitas of the matchup itself certainly showing, as King has been solid as a rock, but he's being hunted down. Miniboo was thinking about it, but he wasn't alone. There was Com here on this site as well, so it's not like you get a fair fight on one. There is backup to this.
But it's pressure, it's map control, it's forced the reaction from Lev, but stealing the space, King getting behind yellow like this, yes, Team Heretics knows that this is in play, leaving Benji here to maybe take this duel. That re-clear on the drone.
I want to keep my eyes on how far forward he is here as well.
I also want to see how Team Heretics reacts off that drone.
At least going to invest the Dizzy.
Benji wants this fight.
I mean, he may want the fight, but the timing's going to be everything on this one. They're going to pause here probably, look and see if Benji gets rewarded. And now with the crowd, they're going to start turning around, checking behind them! And King commands the crowd, and he gets his reward, takes away Benji. And now you can see the 3 players on A on red alert. Aspas maybe got a feeling on this one, and he is right. The Dizzy dealt with, he can't get back in time. However, Mazino, Tex, keeping the A site safe. Tex is starting to heat up now, showing some real heavy hits. As Riens will have to watch that clock tick away. Timing not going to be on his side.